Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cut?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know Ron.
Who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seeing decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
He got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it off.
I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military and armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And Your Honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alton Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil.
Good riddance, don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip-hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss fall. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. When Paul fall on him like timber, I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastating, I'm calculating my next move. U.P.K will real niggas seek refuge. Body shot for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like double war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops and the ops. Toting Glocks, heavy on the block. While a crack tucked in the sock. And still help the ones I love. We was on the block for the grub. If you from my side, then it's love. Wanted big knots, busting out the jeans. But we was hurting all the fiends. Without that crack, he look just like me. Dirty nigga from the concrete. But the white man dealt his hand. So we eating out the trash can. People ride by, don't extend a hand. Cause to them, this an average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I can never leave my spot vacant. Cause I'm black, I see crowns and I take it. Cause I'm black, I never been in no spaceship. But I know a UFO when I see it. I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I put faith in God more than Bible reading. Cause I don't play that shit, address them when you see him. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Learn to flip pennies cause I'm black. Know about semis cause I'm black. Yeah, in the hood we was strapped 10 toes down, we wear sacks. Substitute Israelite with black. And you gotta guess where I'm at. I be with the priest chillin' hard, right on Malcolm X Boulevard. To you niggas, to me the stars. Everything about my life is hard, but I'll never fold, play my cards. You want beef? What's the cause? Watch your mouth, I hit hard. Back up for you need gauze. Everything you say, mad pause. Every move I make is within them laws. And I've been the boss cause it's beneficial. Ask the enemy, I've been official. If not for weed, I've been the official. Homie, I understand why you smoke. Been depressed since slave boats, but the Bible is the cheat code. Far blunts don't need those. Brotherhood is life's cheat code. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. I don't gotta buy J's cause I'm black. I don't play 2K just cause I'm black. Fought my whole life cause I'm black. But I left his eye blowing black. Ain't got a trap cause I'm black. Ain't got not one face tat. But I'm still getting profile, cause I fit these crackers' profile. Scruffy beard with the dark skin, baggy sweats with the butter Timbs. So they know they can't butter him, so they rather jail cell muzzle him. If you touching him, and just comfort him, cause I'm a law keeper, a peace bringer, no tranquility, a peace bringer. Deuce in the street sweeper, curves clip, I be spicing shit. But gunned I would die in the icy wrist, that showed in my chest ain't for blocking shit. Touch me, I'm all on you blocking shit, cause I'm black, you think I gotta cock the fifth? Well, that's a stereotype, that's accurate, cause crackers laying niggas in these cold streets and then telling my brother he got a beef with me. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black, ops won't drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black, but she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black, but she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jude, so I'm black. So I'm black.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, I.S.U.P.K whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss fall. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I should now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Now taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on them like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. I.S.U.P.K with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like tug of war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Damn right, I'm a UPK nigga. Straight out of one West, no contest. We the best to the niggas that's living, trying to contend with the stress. Going through the test, no access, cause you oppressed slaves. Niggas is dying off in waves. Living in dirt, now it's a grave. Niggas cross talk, pop eating harm to be playing. It's all fucked up America. Heaven for the thief, hell for the slave. Reaping what you sow, meaning giving back what you got. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
Touring on the timeline, giving the rhythm to expose the intricacies of this vibe. Who am I? Well, I ain't shit, but getting lit is a pastime. So when it's fried, turn around, pride never learns like this motherfucker burns down. Yelled in them streets, told them to breach. Now all of you angels bring woe to this beast. You rule for a time, but we play for keeps. I pray to my father, bring woe to this beast. Remember them times we hung on them trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them ships, they brought us in fleets. Fuck they apologies, bring them the heat. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
God is gonna destroy this empire, man. You about to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You gotta put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is gonna bring judgment on this earth.
So we got it. All right, clap it up, man. All right. So we back at it again. Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, how about Shem, how Shabbat Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, how Shamal, I about Shem, how Shabbat to the sisters. This is the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. And, you know, for those who don't know, you know, what we teach, we've been doing it since 1969, teaching that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the chosen people of the Lord, the 12 tribes of Israel, the real true Jews, all right? All the lies you've heard, you know, in the Christian church, you know, we debunk, you know, some things are metaphor, but it's just like, you know, you can't just pick up a book and go start doing brain surgery, you know, just because you read a brain surgery book. You just can't pick up a book and go start doing brain surgery. You have to be taught by the people who have studied and learned the secrets and the skills on how to properly perform that surgery.
That's right.
And breaking down these scriptures, you know, it can be very surgical, especially if, you know, if you ain't had the privilege of hearing, you know, the Commander General Yohanna or Solicitor General Mahine,
right, and
some of the captains and officers in the school break some of these scriptures down. It's absolutely surgical and glorious to behold. All right? So, you know, that's what we teach, you know what I'm saying, debunking all the lies, man, letting our people know that they do have culture, customs, traditions, you know what I'm saying, and it's all found right in these scriptures, you know what I'm saying. This Bible is not the white man's book. It actually speaks about the white man's, or the oppressor's destruction.
Right.
All right? It speaks about the destruction in this book. You know, and they were just so puffed over pride and cocky that they decided to, instead of destroying this book, which was they should have did, they decided to try to whitewash it, you know, make us not be able to read it and things like that. But, you know, the Lord was with us, and he's revealing the truth, you know, especially in these last days with the plagues and the wars and everything that's coming to show you that we are in the last days. So it's about this, you know, it's high time that you wake up out of your sleep and get back to the Most High, man, and get back to this truth, you know, so we can get up out of this hell, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not too, you don't have too much more time to play around and lollygag and things like that, you know, because your life depends on our life, depends on, you know, when I say our life, I mean the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All right. But if you have any questions, also before that, pay your tithes too, man.
Right.
You know, pay your tithes. Always, you know what I'm saying, go to ISUPK.com and support this truth. Y'all know us, y'all know we all over the earth with this truth. We travel the country, we travel outside the country, feeding, housing, counseling, you know what I'm saying, just whatever our people need to find self-sufficiency. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, giving them everything that they need to stand on their own 2 feet and to be productive people in society. You know what I mean? Taking brothers from, even suppose we got prison programs where we're looking out for brothers behind the prison system, getting them the things that they need to survive that hell. You know what I mean? So support this truth and the work that we're doing, man. Go to ISUPK.com and donate to this truth, man. All right? Yeah, and that goes for all y'all, you know, fake Israelites too. If you got a 12-tribe chart, you know what I'm saying, you can run around with your fringes on and any of those things that came from the I.S.U.P.K. So it will behoove you to pay honor and homage, you know, to where you get your knowledge and information from.
Right.
All right. And that's that. So if you got any questions, go ahead and type them in. We streaming on Facebook and YouTube, right? So we on the Facebook and the YouTube. All right? The Facebook and the YouTube. So if you got any questions, comments, go ahead and type them in. Type your questions into the... go ahead and type your questions and comments in. We're going to be checking those, you know, throughout the class. All right? But we're going to get into it, man. It's a few things, you know. Tomorrow, you know, is New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of disgustingness going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, going to contribute to all of this this rampant wave of gonorrhea that's going on. I don't know if y'all been looking at the news headline. Like, you know, everybody's supposed to be quarantining. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be quarantining. But obviously you're not, because it's nasty women and nasty men. All right, chlamydia and gonorrhea, like you should know better at this point.
Right.
You didn't have enough vagina. You didn't have enough penis to where you can't wait 2 days You can't wait 2 days to go to the clinic and get each other checked out before you lay down with somebody. Like you that thirsty to where, you know what I'm saying, you act like you ain't never had vagina before. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had it, like it ain't even 2 days worth of, going to a clinic to get checked out to wait on some results. Your life ain't worth waiting 2 days. Because you're lucky, it's only gonorrhea in much sense. All right. Share the content, on your, because you never know who might need to hear this truth. All right. Share the class, on your page. Everybody got different friends from everywhere. And this truth, like it saved my life and my brother's lives and a lot of sisters' lives all over this nation. Right. It can, if it ain't for you, it could be for somebody else. Don't be selfish. You know what I mean? Because this truth has got a lot of brothers from off of drugs, got a lot of sisters from off the strip club, out of prostitution. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It has saved a lot of lives, man. So it'll behoove you to go ahead and share that, to pay it forward to somebody who could really use, the help and the guidance and the, reassurance and some, just anything that they could use to better themselves. Because like I said, and I'm not just speaking, from something I read from a book. I'm talking about my personal experience. This truth has absolutely saved my life. And if you run into across any brother or sister in the I.S.U.P.K, they'll let you know the same thing, that this truth absolutely saved their lives and saved a lot of your family members' lives. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of them being out there being murderers and thieves and robbers, they in this truth giving back to the homeless and giving back to the sick and loving and showing brotherhood to black people instead of knocking them over the head. They're, giving them hats and gloves or something, lifting them up instead of tearing them down. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to turn your daughters into prostitutes and your sons into drug dealers and killers. All right? So if you are, you have family members and things that you've been praying for and you've been asking the Lord to, give me something, and you came across this video right now, this is the Lord letting you know that you need to pass this information on to them so they can get their life on track. Right. So like I was saying, let's get back to this New Year's, all right? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of death and destruction happening tomorrow night, going into the next day, because New Year's is not of the Lord, all right? It is absolutely not of the Lord. It's the New Year. Paganism, the worship of a god called Janus, the god of new beginnings. It's the birth, you know what I'm saying? It goes all the way back to the Greek gods, Zeus and all of them, right? Mm-hmm. And Kronos, if you heard anything about that, you know what I'm saying? The baby Zeus, his mother, Reyes, what's her name? Reyes, I believe it was Reyes. And she had another name started with a G, I forget. Gaia. And that's where that whole everything comes from, the geno. Yeah. The geno this and geothermal this and that. Mm-hmm. But they come from those Greek gods. And so, Rhea was Kronos' wife. And, Kronos heard about an ancient a tale, a prophecy, if you so, or what have you, that one of his sons was going to grow up and take over him and destroy him. Mm-hmm. So he had his wife, give him all the babies. He ate the babies, threw the babies in his stomach and ate them, all his children. But the wife, she didn't want, she hated him for that. Like any mother who, is a nurturer and want their children to live. So he ate all the gods because this was the gods, They was called Titans at the time. Kronos' name was the Titans or whatever. And so Reyes, instead of her feeding him the last son, which grew up to be Zeus, she hid Zeus in a cave. Mm-hmm. And went and wrapped the rock in a baby blankets and stuff and gave it to Zeus, and he threw it in his mouth, and that rock, that place in his belly, became Hades. It became Hades or whatever. And all the other gods, was down there or whatever. So he thought he ate them all. But the mom, she hated Zeus. I mean, not Zeus, but she hated Kronos for what he did. So she raised Zeus to be a killer. You know what I'm saying? She taught him and raised him up to one day challenge his father because she knew the prophecy, right? And so, and this is all, like I said, this is all where Janus comes from. This is all where New Year's and all this stems from the worship of these gods. Yeah. So Zeus, he rises up and goes against his father. You know what I mean? And all that, rising up and have that conflict where you want to destroy your father and all of that.
Right.
It's a. The general brought that out the other day with a phrase, but I forgot what it was called. It's a phrase. It's a mental. It's like a what you call it, mental. This a mental name for the psychological name for name for a son that wants to destroy his father, go against his father. There was a lot of that going on back then. A lot of stories you would read about where there was a son back, in white and oppressors culture, where the son wants to destroy the father because he wants to be with the mother and all of this. These disgusting stories, but that complex, it's a complex. As I said, you got it.
Annihilation.
The complex, like the complex of when you want to kill your father or you kill your it's a mental complex when somebody wants to kill their father. That sounds about right. It probably got that in it. It sounds like it's another word I was looking for. But anyway, the mother raises up Zeus. Boom. He comes and he challenges his father. They going at it or whatever. Zeus winds up cutting Kronos' stomach, and all his brothers come out, and they stand together and fight Zeus together. Fight Kronos together and destroy him, and they become the gods. And then that's when they, lived up on Mount Olympus, where all the, back then, the rich people, they worshiped the gods on Mount Olympus. They were their gods, and everybody else worshiped like the pagan gods or whatever. And so their gods, when Zeus and one, they supposedly went up on Mount Olympus, and that's where they lived, and that's where. That's who the people in Greek and Roman customs worshipped or whatever. So that's where the Janus, the god Janus, that's where that whole thing comes from. That worshiping that baby who destroyed Kronos and became God. That baby's birth is what they worship, in the god of new beginnings. And doors, like you go through one door. That's why people always making New Year's resolutions and things like that. Like whatever I'm doing on New Year's is what's going to happen. So whatever you walk through this door, whatever you're doing, that's what you're going to be doing on the other side. But I think it got something to do with the two-headed coin, why coins have two sides and everything as well. But it's the whole thing, like I said, the worship of that god Janus, man, and and that's where it comes from. And like I said, the common sense thing to tell you, like I said, is it got to be something to it if it's talking about a new year, and it's in January, in the dead of winter. That's nothing new about the earth or the year. The new year is in the springtime, all right? So that's a little bit about New Year's, and the reason that people are being destroyed, especially the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, because we are not supposed to be following these customs and cultures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? According to the Lord. Give me that Proverbs 31, I believe. 3 and 31, I believe it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is a scripture where the Lord tells us, we ain't supposed to be following these customs and cultures and things like that. And I think it says the same thing in Jeremiah too. But go ahead, grab that one real quick.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not, like people do that. Said this ramped up gonorrhea that's going on lets me know that nothing's going to change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If gonorrhea is wrapping up during the pandemic when you're supposed to be in the house, it's going to be crazy on New Year's. Nobody's going to be in the house. People going to be out there doing all manner of disgusting and evil and nasty sex with everybody and bringing gonorrhea home to everybody. So you brothers and sisters, you go look at the stories. Gonorrhea is ramped up right now and in the pandemic. So social distancing ain't happening. People ain't staying home. Right. But you also notice too that like I said, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives are going to be the people that are affected the most this weekend. All right, you're gonna hear about all the people who get killed, all the rapes. A lot of rape always, at this time, people getting raped and molested and different things like that because it's party time, it's drug time. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be a lot of evil going on, man. So, this is not our custom and culture, and the Lord is against it. So that's why you should really stay clear of these things. You know what I'm saying? And just try to get back to worshiping and serving the Lord and doing the things that He wants you to do according to the scriptures, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or at least act like you had some vagina before and go get the doggone broad checked out go get the brother checked out at the clinic and wait 2 days so you can make sure your life is gonna be together, that you're gonna have a rod to work with next time. All right? It'll take a couple days to go take somebody to get checked out. Condoms ain't 100%, they break, all type of stuff. So it's better to just go get the bride checked out, make sure she's clean, get the brother checked out, the sister, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And be careful like that, man. Act like you had some vagina, some rod for the brothers and for the sisters, you know, act like you had some penis before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth dying over. All right? Even though brothers get killed about it every day, you know. But yeah, finish that scripture.
Come. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. It says, you should say you can choose some of them.
Choose none of his ways.
It says choose none of his ways.
Right.
None of the ways of this oppressor, we ain't supposed to be doing none of the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that, some of the things that they do, you know, they bite off everything that we do. So, but as far as their, you know, holidays and, you know, them being homosexuality, their drug dealing, gang banging, you know what I'm saying? All of that is oppression culture. We wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Gang banging wasn't us. Al Capone and been, you know, Gotti and them, the mob, the type, they brought gang, it's homosexual, a rapid rate, high as in AIDS and high blood pressure, but each other like, you know, treating, you know, if the scriptures say treat your brother how you would want to be treated, right? If we did that, you wouldn't even sell dope to one another, because you wouldn't want nobody selling you dope. So you wouldn't do something that's going to destroy another brother like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be pimping a sister out, because you would look at that sister as your sister, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't want nobody pimping your sister out. You know, like we got back to these simple, logical, practical things. You know what I'm saying? We can get up out of this hell that we in, man. You know, but, you know, the white man, the oppressor, you know, try to keep it professional, right? the oppressor, man, is more subtle than any beast of the field, man. He used our own people.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? To make us want to whore ourselves out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, he got the girl, what's her name, Megan.
Yeah.
You know, that's his bottom hole right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the white man. You know, anybody who know anything about pimping, you know what your bottom whore is supposed to be doing. You know, she keeps all the rest of the whores in line and, you know, give them something to live up to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Megan is doing for the so-called white man. You know, he's using her to make you feel like twerking and being provocative and naked and all of those things is glorious. It's what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? She's getting all this twerking. What it's getting her? It's getting her the commercials, the endorsements for Coach and Gucci and magazine covers. You know, because she's being naked. She's twerking. She's, you know what I'm saying, talking disgust. You know what I'm saying, talking provocative and being promiscuous. You know what I mean? And that's his. You know, that's his bottom whore right now. She's the white man's bottom whore. He pays her. She gets paid to look glorious and make all the rest of the hoes wants to live up to that. Okay, and it's it's terrible, man. And, we absolutely gotta be better and do better, man, and recognize these vices that they use, man, and don't choose none of their ways, like the scriptures say. All right, go ahead.
It was the Oedipus complex.
The Oedipus complex. That's what it's called for the wanting to kill your father.
And this was primarily for the son who wanted to kill his father, and they had based this off of kind of a psychosexual deviance.
Right, because he wanted to be with the mom. Right. Yeah, that's what it was. The son want to kill us in God's name. We're gonna keep it going, man, and get into some of these scriptures. And like I said, if you got any questions, go ahead and type them in. Did you see something on YouTube? Oh, you know what? I did get text a question.
As far as your sister just chiming in, that's about it.
Okay, I did get a text. The brother was saying, why do we say we'll rise again? And do we believe in reincarnation?
You said, do we believe?
Yeah, you're like, why do we say may he rise again? Do that mean we believe in reincarnation? Is the brother's question. So, got a couple of strong arguments here. So what would you go to first to show him that this is not a UPK thing? Well, it is a UPK thing, but it's also, you know, like everything else we believe comes from the scriptures. Okay? It comes straight from the scriptures. You know, reincarnation is scriptural. Reincarnation is real and it's scriptural. You know, we'll answer that real quick here, just to show the brother, you know, what it is. Reincarnation. Well, I will go. One of the places I would like to go. You can go to Ecclesiastes 1:9. Somebody grab that one.
Yeah. I got the next one.
Reincarnation. All right. So you got grab
So I got another one.
Ecclesiastes 1:9. Go ahead. What else you got?
Next one said Ecclesiastes 3:15.
Yeah, 3:15 is a good one.
Okay. Then I got something else.
Yeah. So reincarnation is absolutely in the scriptures. You know, when you die, well, if you don't know reincarnation, when you die, you come back again. But it's not like the in Kemet when they say you might come back as a butterfly or a bunny rabbit or something like that. You know, you're gonna come back as you were. You're gonna come back to your same tribe, your same sex, you know, and all of that. You know, you're gonna be a new body, but your spirit will be the same. Your soul will be the same. All right. Go ahead, read that one. And Ecclesiastes. No, yeah, it's just Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes, yeah. Which is done is Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done.
And the thing that has been is what shall be. And keep going.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
And there is no new thing under the sun. That's why we on this earth. There's nothing new under the sun. You ain't new. Nothing that's going on is new. Like even if you see a lot of the things that go on in the earth, you know, the dances and everything, you know, nothing is really new. It's just recycled and really changed up a little bit and called something different. But the Lord said there's no new thing under the sun. All right, you are who you was before. You just coming back again with a new body because the old body goes back into the dirt. All right, there's no new thing under the sun. And let's get the other one you had. You know, like when you die. You know, because a lot of people are like, well, you died and you got to go get judged. Ecclesiastes. Right, that's why I was talking about. No, I know you got that one. I just want to see something real quick. Yeah, 3:15. Let's get it.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
That which, read that in from the top.
That which hath been is now.
That which hath been is now. What have been is right now. You know, we have been here before. All right? And we here right now again. Keep going.
And that which is to be hath already been.
And what's to be, and what's till shall, say that again, Salaki.
And that which is to be.
And that which is to be. So
have already been.
Has already been. So, you know, one day we're going to pass away and we're going to come back again. Because we was to be with that, we already done been here. We're going to be coming back again once you pass. Keep going.
And God required that which is past.
And you do pay for what you've done in your past. He requires it. You're going to pay for what you've done in your past life. Okay? So don't think you're going to get away with being disgusting and horrible. You don't get to get away with that. You know what I mean? But you do get rewarded. Also, you don't, you know, living righteously and being in the truth and living how the Lord wants you to be.
Right.
Also, He requires what happened in the past. You're going to be rewarded for that.
Right.
It goes both ways. All right? Let's get it. Because this is people who be like, well, you got to die and get judged. It talks about all that right here. You know what I mean? You definitely. And then we're going to go to the New Testament to show y'all that reincarnation is here. Well, you know what I mean? We're going to go see what Christ had to say about it. You can go to Matthew 16 and 14 for that. You ready? Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And moreover,
keep going.
I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
I saw under the sun Under the sun, the what?
The place of judgment.
What's under the sun? The earth.
Right.
The earth is under the sun. He said, what did he say under the sun?
The place of judgment.
The place of judgment is under the sun, which is on earth. Okay? That's where you will be judged at. So yes, you do go and stand before the Most High, but you're going to be judged in this earth. You go stand before the Most High, and then you get your judgment on how you're going to live your life. You might come back blind. You know, people be like, you know, you see kids come back and be born blind, born, you know, with no legs and no arms. You know, that's the judgment of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For something that they did in their past life. Okay? That's just how it goes. The Lord required what has happened in the past. Keep going.
That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness. That iniquity was there.
Right. Iniquity was there, wickedness was there, and righteousness. So the place, you know, you're going to be judged. You might come back and you be in the kingdom of heaven, you know, living good, ruling the kingdom. Or you might be, you know, making sure that this, you know, picking gum up off the streets in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, shoveling, you know, dog poop up on. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what your job might be in the kingdom? You know, you can be at the top, or you can, you know, be the lowest in the kingdom.
Right.
Okay? That's just how it is. That's how the Lord works. You know, you will pay for the things that you do in this earth, but you don't get to just do whatever you want to do and not have to answer for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna have to answer for it in this life for the next. All right? And that's it on that, right?
Okay.
All right, grab, you got the other ones, bro? So
it's like you didn't call another one out, but
Matthew, I said Matthew 16 and 14.
16 and 14.
Yeah. You had something you want to say?
I was gonna go to Hebrews 11 and 19.
Hebrews 11 and 19. Go ahead, you grab. Let me see what it is.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 19. Accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence he also received him in a figure.
So being raised, you talking about being raised from the dead.
It was at one point Isaac was.
All right, yeah, that's what did the child do, that it was born. I think the child was born blind.
Yeah,
the child was born blind. Like, what did the child do? Was it something that, you know, his parents did, or was it something that he did, you know, in the past life? So, you know, everybody in the scriptures knew that that, you know, reincarnation was a thing. Even when, like, if you go to Matthew 16 and 14, this is what what Christ had, what they was talking to Christ about.
Come. Matthew chapter 16, verse 14. And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist.
They tell Christ, some say you are John the Baptist. Keep going.
Some Elias.
Some Elias.
And others Jeremiah. Or one of the prophets.
Oh, one of the prophets, like you somebody from the past.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they knew about reincarnation. They were telling Christ, you know, you are one of these people. We know you one of them. We're just trying to figure out which one it is. You know what I mean? And that was and Christ, you know, did have five. I think it was 4 reincarnations in one appearance.
Right.
Christ was like Adam. It was Adam. I think it was Elijah. No, it was King Solomon. Adam, King Solomon. Was it Elijah? I believe it could have been Elijah and Isaiah. Yeah, Elias. That's who it is. Yep. Elias is Isaiah. So Isaiah, that's what when I say Elijah, I always get them two mixed up. And then what was the fourth one? There was one more, there was another one. I know he was Melchizedek. As that appeared, he appeared as Melchizedek. Oh, and Christ. Yeah, right. Christ, Melchizedek, and then Christ. The appearance of Melchizedek and Christ was, you know, now we can get into that. That's a whole nother breakdown. Right. But also, so that was, you know, so that was to answer the brother's question about reincarnation. All right. So it was absolutely a part of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 there. Let me see. All right. All right. So yeah, that's good. If you got any more questions about that, we can get into it, but that's reincarnation to answer that brother's question. It's definitely our beliefs and our customs and our culture, and it's all definitely scriptural. All right. But I want to get into some of these scriptures, man, about fear. All right. Because a lot of times, people know, fear is absolutely a weakness. Okay.
Right.
Grab that scripture, the Lord did not give us a spirit of fear, about the shark.
No.
You know what I mean? Fear is not of the Lord. All right. And fear, man, is a weakness. It can cause you so much stress and make you so weak in so many aspects of life. Not just, in serving the Lord, but in even running your household. You know what I'm saying? Because you're afraid that your woman's going to leave you or something, so you don't be honest with her and tell her the truth about things, about, the man that you want to be. You scared of what your family's going to think, so you still going to go and celebrate New Year's and celebrate Christmas, even though you know it's against the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? About fear. Or fear to not go to school to try to better your life. You know what I'm saying? Fear, just being just afraid and terrified of every damn thing, man, can really, it's absolutely weak and it's not of the Lord. Go ahead and read that.
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear.
Read that again.
For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear.
For Yahweh has not given us the spirit of fear, man. You have no reason to be running around here scared, and terrified about, what these people on this earth is going to think about you, because they're going to talk about you regardless, whatever you do. Right. They talk, like they talked about Christ. And he came out here and did nothing but try to give back and love people and, and give people the truth. And they crucified him, so who do you think you are to not have somebody, speak bad about you or something? You know what I mean? You can't be afraid. I had a brother, he was, he had a whole household that he taken care of, right? And the daughter, the daughter wasn't his. I guess he had been raising the daughter since she was a kid. And the daughter was dressing real provocative. And obviously then you see the mom was dressing like that too. But he felt like he couldn't tell the daughter, maybe that's not something you should put on, because out of fear of him, losing the woman, not being able to get no vagina, having to sleep on the couch. Some garbage man told me, like, that's very emasculating to have to live like that in your own house. You the man, you taking care of the house, you taking and raising a little girl since she was about 4 years old, he said. And the girl live and live her best life and express herself like she want to express herself.
Right.
And it's absolutely, it was just terrible. And I felt, bad for the brother. It was so emasculating, man.
Right.
Like he just had no balls at all to even protect your own daughter. Because at the end of the day, you protecting that little girl. There's a lot of creeps out here. You know what I'm saying? The pedophiles out there, rapists out there, who all they need is a trigger. You know what I'm saying? And you walking around with little bitty shorts on and got your breast all out and your butt cheeks all out. Now you didn't got snatched into a van or snatched into an alley somewhere because you didn't, tempted this rapist or triggered a rapist or a molester, a child molester or something, man. It's absolutely, it was terrible but that's fear. You know what I'm saying? Grab that other one too. That is on that, right?
There's a little bit more.
Go ahead.
It's like, for Yahweh hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power.
But of what?
Of power.
But of power, man. That's your household. That is your family, your house, your rules. The Lord said you are the head of the household. The woman is after you, and Christ is over the man. All right? You want to hold on to something that probably, should be let go, so the Lord can give you what He really has for you. But you want to hold on to some trash, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord is trying to get away from you so He can give you what's properly and rightfully yours. Okay? And we're going to get into scriptures on that too, because I want that, scared to lose something that, if you lose something in the Lord, you get it back 100-fold. But grab grab the scripture from me real quick. Fear not with them that can kill the body. You know what I'm saying? You worried about let me see. You worried about the wrong things, man. You know, you worried about, people on this earth who can hurt you and things like that. Like, but the Lord tell us He makes dead or He makes alive. All right? We all know somebody who's been shot in the head and lived, and we know somebody who's been shot in the head and died. Because it's not about the person who pulls the trigger. It's about if the Lord wants you to live or die or not. Okay? I know somebody got shot in the head and lived, but somebody got shot in the head and lived, but get shot in the leg.
Right.
And get shot in the leg and hit an artery and they bleed out. That's because the Lord wanted you to die. All right? There's people out here catching the coronavirus, this pandemic, and living with no symptoms, with nothing wrong with them, don't really have no problems. But there's some people that drop dead because of it. Because it's if the Lord wants you alive or not, man.
Right.
Go ahead, read that.
Come. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body.
Fear not them which kill the body. All right? Yeah, it might hurt. I ain't saying it's not going to hurt that you lose a woman, a family, and things like that. But, what is your life worth to you? You know what I mean? Like, that family and that woman is not more important than the Lord and the Most High.
Right.
All right? If they want to be alive and they want to live, then they're going to follow behind you. You serve the Most High. Because it says Christ is the head of the man is the head of the woman. So if you letting Christ lead your life and following Christ properly, that family is going to be protected. That family is going to have everything it needs to move forward in its life and prosper. But if you're too weak to tell your woman the truth, then you're going to be ran over and emasculated, and like the brother who was talking to me about this situation in his household. You know what I'm saying? That kind of woman, she running over him, but she out in the streets blowing somebody else's rod who tell her to shut her damn mouth. And don't mind your business, who checks her. But this brother, who she can run over, she has no respect for. If you feel like you can't correct your daughter in something that she wears, this woman really has no respect for you if that's the type of man you are. All right? Go ahead.
But are not able to kill the soul.
But are not able to kill the soul. All right? Yeah, you can get, somebody can do something to hurt the body, but you can come back and live an even more glorious life. And then the body won't even be hurt if the Lord don't want it to be. All right? But we got to decide, man, who you going to serve. You can't be, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that. Is that it on that one?
Right.
Go ahead.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Which is able to destroy soul and body in hell. If your body is here, then we know that that's another one of them. Hell is a condition scriptures as well. We in hell. The Lord can destroy your soul and your body right here in this hell that we're in. This hellish condition that we're in. All right? We already going through enough hell to where you got to go through hell and be oppressed in your own household. That's a terrible way to live as a man. As anybody. You know what I mean? Man, woman. Nobody should have to live in hell in the earth already and in their damn house. Right. All right? It's absolutely horrible. Grab James 1 and 8, man. I said you got to be real sure about what you want to do. All right, be real sure you can't be in and out about, I want to serve the Lord one day, but man, my mom and they all having a New Year's party, they all having a Christmas party, man. And if I don't go, my mom gonna be mad at me.
Right.
Like, dude, well, what about how the Lord gonna feel about you? All right, go ahead. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. No, it's sorry. Go ahead.
James chapter 1 verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
And that's the reason. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Decision making, choices you make, choosing, terrible women. Or, when it says man, it's talking about women too. Go ahead.
I was just going to make that point. Just so they don't get confused. that we're just talking about the men.
Oh, yeah.
That goes for the sisters.
Oh, yeah, sisters too. You know what I'm saying? You choosing the wrong man, but a lot of times sisters find out the hard way. You know, they get a brother in the truth, and the brother's being real with him. Like, you get a real man in the truth who's gonna tell you, and ain't gonna lie to you because he's scared to lose you. He's gonna tell you, no, yeah, if I believe in multiple wives, and if I want another wife, I'm gonna get one, and that's what it is. Some brothers is so scared they, I don't know, I might not. You know what I'm saying? I might, I believe, I know we can do it, but I ain't on that right now. You know what I'm saying? What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? You trying to sugarcoat something. What do you mean right now? Like right this second? Right this minute? This month? This week? Like, they're just giving false hope. You know what I'm saying? And then give her a reason. You said you wasn't on that. You know what I mean? Well, no, this is what it is. I ain't on it right now today because I ain't met nobody. But as soon as the Lord brings somebody here that's worth me courting or being with, I'm going to do it. What you used to say something about? But to make the point, like a lot of women will do that, they'll find a man, get a real man who's going to be honest with them and tell them the truth. And then leave that man for a brother in the world who lies to you about, what his intentions are with you. Lies to make you feel like you're the only woman. And you might be the only woman. But behind closed doors, he's still being in your house. Now this man's molesting your daughter. He's molesting your sons. He's beating you all upside your head. You know what I mean? Because you would rather have somebody to lie to you. I'm not saying that, that a brother has to have more than one woman. Right. Or things like that. Christ didn't have no woman. Paul didn't have a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can find a man, who only wants one woman. I ain't saying they not out there. So you can probably find like this just kind of rare. I don't think I really ran into him yet. Did you met one though? You met one? Not yet? Been alive for about almost going on half a century almost, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? Damn near half a century and they found one. A brother that's really, just is only want that. And like I said, but I'm not saying that it's not there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you're not if you're not the type of woman that the Lord wants you to be, you're not going to get that kind of man anyway, because you ain't going to deserve that type of man. All right? But brothers, you got to be, you got to be honest. Don't be scared and fearful of losing no woman. That's what I asked you about as far as what you lose in order to get back 100-fold. All right? Yeah. You get it back 100 times. You know what I'm saying? You don't lose nothing in the Lord with the Most High. You serving the Most High, you doing what you supposed to do in the Lord, you might lose a job. You know what I'm saying? You might lose your children. Different things. One might try to take your kids away. Now you gotta go to court and fight for your children, or you like I said, you lose a slavery or something. Right. And you thinking, oh my God, man, I done lost it all, man. What I'm gonna do? But if you serving the Most High, and you got me the other one, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Now, that's the only thing the Lord. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. You will have somebody, like I said, brothers be scared to come into because they see how we are. They call us a hate group and different things like that. But you will have somebody try to come up against you, maybe on your job, and they'll wind up losing their job for trying to bother you because the Lord is with you and not with them. But you gotta know how to move and and if you fear the Lord, you will have the knowledge on how to properly move in that job, and how to properly move in life. All right? Probably, you never know. You probably be, going to start your own business somewhere to where you ain't got to depend on, a whole oppressor to give you something, to do something for you. All right? Go ahead.
Go ahead. But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But what?
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Absolutely despise it.
Right.
All right? And that's why they stay in and out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Getting picking the wrong women who, steady having in court and child support and having the whores as women who having sex with your best friends and the whole neighborhood and the milkman and the pool boys and because you what they say refuse wisdom, they despise wisdom.
Come.
They despise you hate instruction. When the school tell you, hey man, put her through the trial, put her in the trial spirit. Make her go to class for 60 days, 90 days. See if she can last. She probably won't make it a week.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That weakness saved you from a lifetime of pain, man. You never know, man. You have to want some type of instruction. But it's out of fear. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are afraid to change. You know what I'm saying? Sisters are afraid to change. You've been living the same life you've been living this whole time, and you see where it has got you. You've been living this life. Your grandmama lived this life. Your grandfather lived this life. And look where you are right now today.
Right.
Doing the same thing your mama did, your grandfather did, and it's no better. It's time to make some type of change, to try something different. All right? And when I say that different thing, you should try something that we've never tried, which is serving the Lord properly. Right. Not like they do in the damn Christian church.
Right.
That is not serving the Lord. That's serving your own self, your own flesh. You can do whatever you want to do all week. You just come and say sorry and thank you and shake on the floor and slap a tambourine and put some money in the offering bucket and you feel like you serve the Lord. No, it's painful to serve the Most High. You got to afflict yourself. You got to give up things. You got to give up the whores and the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up those things. You got to give up Christmas. You got to give up Thanksgiving and Halloween and you got to give up some things. So the Lord can fill you up with things that you need to nourish you properly, so you can become the man or the woman that you want to be.
Right.
All right? You got to give up things, or you're going to continue on the same cycle, wondering why. Wondering why am I in the same place? Why do I keep on going through the same things I was going through last year? Because you refuse to change. You refuse to listen to instruction. And a lot of times, people are afraid to succeed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fear is so many. It's because you've been, you don't know what to do, without what they call chaos in your life. You don't know how to function without chaos. Your whole life been chaos since you were a child up to now. So if a man ain't punching you in the face, you feel like he don't love you. So you do everything you can, no matter how good, just to get punched in the face, just so you can feel like, man, okay, now I know he loves me now. He risked going to jail for me, so he loved me. If a woman ain't trying to run you over with a car, you don't want, that's the kind of woman you want. You want a woman that's called the police, about to shoot you, chasing you, doing high-speed car chases with you. You know what I mean? That's the kind of woman you want. Your life ain't right if it ain't like that.
Right.
I remember, and you have women tell you that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that brother, the brother he got in the song, he said that he don't like good girls. Oh. He said he only like whores. Some brothers is like that. Like, they don't know what to do with a good woman. They only know how to function with whores. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible, but it's how we've been, been raised in the society. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters out here thinking that, if a man only wants sex from me, then all I want is money from him. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta be, like I said, we gotta be man and stand up and tell our sisters, like, I have more to offer you than just money. And women, you have more to offer than just sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to guide a woman, correct a woman, teach a woman, assure her, reassure her, and assure her of, who she is and what the potential that she has to be great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And brothers got to understand the same thing. Like, you are the prize. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that the Lord will make you more precious than fine gold. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like that all you got to offer is some rod to women, all the woman got to offer you some vagina, you selling yourself short. And you actually, like I said, are afraid to be a man and take on a manly role and man up, to be the type of man that a real woman needs. All right? It's not just about, brothers and still, they don't know how to maintain. Like, all you got for a woman is a few minutes in the bedroom because you have nothing else to offer, or you too scared to fail or to make a mistake in guiding a family and leading a family properly. All right? And you cannot be afraid to do these things, man. The Lord put you on this earth to lead. All right? Let's grab, which one you had? That was it on that?
You wanted Mark 10:30.
That's the 100-fold? Yeah, let me get that.
Mark chapter 10 verse 30. But he shall receive in 100-fold now in this time.
He shall what?
Receive in 100-fold now in this time. Houses and brethren.
I'll read from the top up more than that.
You want 29?
Yeah, I believe so. Because that's the one that says, you don't lose nothing like
Verse 29. And Yahushua answered and said, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house or brethren or sisters or fathers.
That's what we want. So this was the brother, was talking about it. But if I go one more.
Oh, we have left all.
And it seems something, probably had owned a couple of strip clubs or something. You like, man, I gave up my strip club. I gave up, my drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? I gave up all my hold on pimping. I gave up everything I was doing to follow after the Lord. I gave up everything that I wanted to do to follow you. Keep going what Peter said.
Verse 29. You want me to reread 28?
Go ahead.
That's like Mark chapter 10 verse 28. Then Peter began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and have followed thee.
Peter said, man, we left everything and followed you. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of brothers ask when they come in. Like, what am I going to do if I give up this life? You know what I'm saying? This is how I eat. This is how I live. I got to give up everything to come into this truth. Keep going.
Verse 29. And Yahushua answered and said, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my sake and the gospel.
Man, read that one more time. This isn't good. There's nobody. Go ahead and read that again.
Yahushua answered and said, Verily I say unto you.
Verily I say unto you. Surely I'm not. He like, surely let me let you know. Surely you got to hear this and hear me good. Keep going.
There is no man that hath left house.
There's no man and no woman that has left house.
Or brethren.
Or brethren. You feel like, your brother, your family ain't going to mess with you. You can't afford that house no more because you ain't selling dope no more. So you can't afford to live that lifestyle no more because you got to give up that drug money. You got to give up that prostitution money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever job you had in the world that goes against the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So you might lose that lifestyle, that house. That's what that house represents, that a certain level of how you got to downgrade. I got to, keep going.
Or sisters.
Or sister, your brother and sister don't want to mess with you no more because now you're not going out no more. You ain't going out whoring with them no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your brother think you crazy because you ain't celebrating your birthday and Christmas no more. You don't come over for Christmas dinners and Thanksgiving to worship the slaughter of your brothers and sisters no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't do those things. You ain't getting high with them no more. So they feel like we ain't what we got in common. We don't even get high with us no more. Keep going.
Or father.
Mm-hmm.
Or mother.
Or father or mother. Like your own father and mother might turn their back on you because you ain't telling them Happy Father's Day and Happy Mother's Day no more. You gave all of that up. You know what I'm saying? You living a whole different life. You allowing your husband, you know what I'm saying, or to run your life and lead you how you supposed to be going. Keep going.
Or wife.
Or wife. You might have that woman, like I said, that woman who you don't want to let go because she doesn't believe in what you believe in. She wants to keep you in that Christian church with your pink suit on, with your open toe sandals and all of that. So like, hey, I got like, ain't no wrong with you. I ain't gonna come at you open toe sandals. You can rock them, but you don't rock them inside the Christian church. All right. She don't want you to be in the church no more. She don't want you to have another, believe in multiple wives. She don't like the fact that you go out on the street and teach. She don't like the fact that you telling her she has to cover herself, her behind up, and she can't be dressing and wearing spandex on the streets no more. You know what I'm saying? She don't like the fact that you are running and ruling in your household as the man of the household. She wants somebody she can run over and push over.
Right.
She wants you to, talk to her like a woman talks to her. And if that's what your woman wants, let her go get a woman then. If she can't handle you being a man and talking to her like a man. If I'm gonna take these kids. You ain't gotta worry about that. Keep going.
Or land.
You know what I'm saying? Or land. Like I said, that lifestyle. That lifestyle you was living with, that house and that land that you had on it, you might have to let it go. You know what I'm saying? The police was probably going to come and seize it anyway when they come kick your door in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep going.
For my sake and the gospel.
For the Lord or this truth. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord or this truth. You serving the Most High? You doing what you're supposed to do in this truth? You ain't lost none of that. Keep going. And not only do you not lose it, if you feel like you lost it or had to give all of that stuff up, look what the Lord said he got for you.
Verse 30. But he shall receive an hundredfold.
He shall what?
Receive an hundredfold.
100-fold. 100 times over what you think you lost. You know what I'm saying? You think you lost that wife. That wife, what dude telling me you were 5 at best. You average at best. She was average at best. You know what I'm saying? And if you would have been told her, a lot of times you be gassing these women up too much. You know what I'm saying? If you would have been told her, like, you ain't finna find no better man than me because you have nothing to offer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? All you got, what you think you something because you got some vagina. What else do you have to offer besides your vagina? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to do nothing that makes a man want you over anybody else. But if you tell these women that and not try to gas them up so much, maybe they'll have some humility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they can run out here and use that funky vagina to get a man when they're going to find out the hard way that you wanted that vagina because you wanted her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with it. That was, like you said, it was average at best. Now I don't even know what I'm talking about. You see the little podcast, the brother caught a lot of backlash because he was like, he told No, he was always Scott talked about it, but it was a brother who had a podcast. I forget his name, and he had just said some real stuff on it. It's about talking to sisters and letting them know the truth. And he would let the sister know the truth. Like, you don't deserve it. You wouldn't know what to do with a good man if you had one. He wouldn't want you. The man you looking for ain't gonna want you because you have no substance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have no value. You have nothing that you have nothing to offer to a good man, but some tired vagina that everybody done already had. You gotta come with more than that. A real man gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even deserve to sleep with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the prize, like I told you. And when brothers start to value themselves like that, then it would make, the stigma that we brothers too, like, have put on our sisters, because that's what we have done. We have made them feel like all we want from them is vagina, so that's all they have to offer. They don't go to do nothing to better themselves, to build themselves up. All they do is want to look pretty to try to get you with some vagina, and hopefully, and if you got some money, get pregnant. Now they got a check for life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the standard. And it's absolutely terrible. And we just got to do better as men as well, and setting our standards higher than vagina. All right?
Absolutely.
But keep going.
But you shall receive 100-fold now in this time, houses and brethren and sisters.
Right. Now you're going to receive 100-fold, man. And it's crazy. So I done been in this truth, and it's like you come across people who you never known, never met in a lot of cases, who treat you better than your own family.
Right.
Sisters who is absolutely amazing, going to feed you and look out for you, make sure you straight. Brothers going to make sure that you good. Make sure no matter where you go. I done been all outside the country, and I've been treated better by brothers who I've never met better than my own doggone family in a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you will find. You know what I'm saying? When you come into the truth,
right,
and you give up the worldly things and let the Lord bless you with what He has for you. You know what I'm saying? You holding on to this trash, and you ain't got enough hands to hold the thing that the Lord is trying to put in your hands.
Right.
Because you dragging trash along with you when you need to just let it go. You know what I'm saying? If somebody don't want you for who you are, for what you believe in His Lord, let them run. Let them walk out. But what you will find out is they're gonna regret it and be begging to come back. Or they're gonna be, or they won't even have a chance to come back because they're gonna be so destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very unfortunate, but it is the reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's terrible, but it is absolutely the reality of when you come into this truth and you have people that don't want to follow you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it could be your brothers, your sisters, your wife. They might have to go.
right.
So the Lord can give you what He has for you. All right. And Lord willing, she don't go out there and do something to where they're to the point of no return. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and catch some AIDS or catch some of this gonorrhea that's out there right now.
Right.
And syphilis that's killing people and giving them cancer and all of this stuff.
Some of that
COVID. You know what I'm saying? Some of that COVID that's killing, right. It's supposed to be, like I said before, you're supposed to be social distancing. But obviously you're not, because gonorrhea is at an all-time high right now. Keep going on that.
And mothers and children are slacking. Yeah, and mothers and children in land.
And mothers and children in land, because you might think you lost your children, but you can go to court, and now you might get custody of your children that you try to take from you, because they might find her to be an unfit mother. Because when she left you, her life just went down. She doing drugs over there, got drug dealers running all through the house. Now you get your children. And now not only do you get your children, now you get children that are in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Brand new children who serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's 100 times better than what your children was dealing with over there with that horrible woman.
Oh, yeah.
Or the vice versa, like with a sister who, you know what I'm saying, had a brother to throw her away and was able to come in here and, you know what I'm saying, get her a righteous man who's going to raise her children to be righteous little brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So it's absolutely, man, a level of fear that'll keep you from the blessings that the Lord has for you, because you're scared of what people might think or say. When people think and say everything about you already,
right?
Who cares?
Right.
What somebody has to say about you. You just make sure you serve in the Most High, and we'll see where they at and where you are in the years to come. Okay? And like the scripture says, you might fall. You know what I'm saying? You might fall, but you're supposed to get back up. Like what it says, a righteous man falls 7 times. You know what I'm saying? But it gets back up. But if you're a weakling, if you're weak and then fearful and weak, you're going to wallow in that sorrow. You're going to stay down when you get knocked down.
Right.
And not only are you going to get knocked down, you're going to lay down. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible that's the reality of a lot of our people, you know. But, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I pray that, our people, wake up out of the sleep that they're in. And hearken on to the voice. Like I said, you come across this video and you've been asking the Lord to show you a sign. Well, He just smacks you in the face with some ugly truth. You are the problem.
Right.
Okay? You are the demon that you think is following you to every house you live in. Ain't no demon, no matter how much sage you use. All the sage ain't no demon. You have to change.
Right.
You are the problem. Okay? Think about that. Every man you met ain't disgusting. You are disgusting. Okay? Every woman you met ain't disgusting. You are disgusting, brother. You have to change. All right? And that's the reality of the situation. Like that's the truth that nobody want to tell you. Everybody want to, sugarcoat things for you. No, you cannot be the same disgusting person you've been your whole life and expect something to be different.
Right.
You have to do things that you have to change who you are to attract the good things in your life. Why would somebody, like I said, who come and put some perfume on some doo-doo? You know what I'm saying? You can't put, what's the point of that? Put some perfume on some doo-doo, man. No, you are a piece of garbage. All right? And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you out here, selling dope to your own people, you are a piece of garbage. You know what I'm saying? You out here selling your vagina on the streets, you are a piece of garbage, man. You the reason that there's so much chlamydia and gonorrhea going on right now, AIDS and herpes and everything else, because of you. You are the problem, all right? But the good thing about it is you can change. Because at one point I was part of the problem, but now I decided that I want to be part of the solution.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying? You have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? I was shot, man. You know, that's what time it is. You have to decide to change and want to be somebody better so the people around you can be better. You know what I'm saying? You're wondering why your family is in the position that they're in because you continue to stay there with them. When you can come change your life and then you can be a light to them. They're in the dark. You know, they're in the dark. They're in the dark right now. And you can be the light for your family, but you too much of a coward to want to change, to want to do something different. You're too worried about what somebody's going to think about you when they already think you're a piece of garbage. They just don't tell you. You know, they laugh about you behind your back, talk about you behind your back, but in your face, they smiling. All right? But like I said, people talked about Christ, man. So I'm not surprised or anything if somebody has something to say about me or talk about me when they spoke about Christ, when they hated on Christ. Don't worry about that. Don't fear them. You fear the Most High. All right, go ahead.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine before men.
Let your light shine, man. You know what I'm saying? You worrying about why your brothers and your sisters and your people who you love, you know what I'm saying, can't get out the situation that they're in because you're not shining the light in their darkness.
Right.
You're not enlightening. You know, making you feel good about the hell and or you wondering why everybody else's life is horrible and it seems like yours is so great. Let them see. Let them know that you in I.S.U.P.K and this cult that they call us. You know what I'm saying? But you serve the Most High. You know, you serve the Lord and you being, you know what I'm saying, you keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? You doing something and, you know, you get back to your customs and culture. Let your light shine, man. Do not be ashamed of who the Lord is calling you to be. All right? Keep going.
And glorify your Father which is in heaven.
And what?
And glorify your Father which is in heaven.
And give the Lord all the glory. Every time when you're doing these works, and somebody come up to you, man, I see what you're doing. I see you traveling. I see you, you know, you feeding all the homeless people, man. You know, you gave up that life. You ain't selling dope no more. You ain't prostituting no more. Man, I see what you're doing, man. I'm proud of you. You give all the glory today. I ain't nothing, man. I give all the glory to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the Most High, I wouldn't be doing none of this. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same thing. You just got to start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Give all the glory to the Most High. Glorify the Lord in everything that you do.
That's right.
Okay? That's what time it is. That was it on that. Yeah. Hey, give him a hand. That was a great precept, man. Let your light shine, man. All right, grab Peter, 1 Peter 3 and 14. I'll grab a couple of scriptures real quick that I want to grab. And grab Psalms 56 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 56 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, like I said, because a lot of times, like I said, it's fear. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to be honest with yourself. You're afraid to be honest with your friends. You're afraid to be honest with your wife. You're afraid to serve the Lord because you ain't never knew nothing else.
Right.
People are afraid of change. You've been, you know, your whole family been living like you living right now. You remember, you know, you're afraid that you don't know how you're gonna eat. If I stop selling dope right now, how am I gonna eat? If I stop selling vagina right now, how am I gonna eat? You worried about the wrong things, man. Let's get it.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake,
suffer for all the suffering you went through, you know what I'm saying, running from the police, robbed, you know what I'm saying, and so, you know, how many times did you bounce back You know, somebody selling you a bad batch of dope, you done spent all your money on the cop, and it was all fake, or it was all bad, and you lost it or had to throw it because the police came in. You know, you didn't suffer for wickedness' sake. But if the scripture say, what if you what?
If ye suffer for righteousness' sake.
But if you suffer for righteousness' sake, suffer a little bit. Show the Lord that you're willing to give up something. Suffer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Eat some ramen noodles or something for a week or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up that big house, man. Downgrade. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, just to show the Lord that you are willing to suffer, because that's going to be tough for people.
Right.
It's tough to give up the things that you love. Give up them drugs. Give up Christmas. Give up Thanksgiving. Give up pork. Give up whoring. You know what I'm saying? Suffer for righteousness' sake. And let's keep on.
Happy are ye.
Happy are ye. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be happy for doing it. You're going to be glad that you did it in the end. Just to show the Lord that you are willing to suffer. You are willing to go through some testing and trials to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you are made for this. Because, you know, like I said, you know, pressure does bust pipes. Mm-hmm. It does. But it also turns coal into diamond. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord want to see if you can take some pressure, man. Take some of this pressure you got so you can be prepared and tried in the fire for the things that He prepared for the things that He has for you. Because people be asking, talking about, man, I want to get rich. And you can't handle being rich. Because all you're gonna get rich and you're gonna buy all the coke you can buy and kill yourself before you can go run through $100,000 of that money. Right. You're gonna be dead somewhere OD. Or somebody gonna killed and robbed you because you inviting all type of strangers and evil people all in your house and in your business or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna rob and kill you and took everything you got, man. You know, the Lord wants you to be ready for what He has for you. Right. Want to see if you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Grab that scripture for me too. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. As far as scripture? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. Psalms 56 and 4.
No. That's what I'm reading. I was thinking about.
Yeah, I did understand what you said.
Which one?
What
scripture is? You know, scripture. Like I said. I was saying you can't handle becoming rich right now, so I was a precept I wanted for that. Because I said, you can't handle being rich right now. Because you don't even, I didn't want to give it to you, I was going to say something else, but because you can't even handle the little things that you have right now. You know just what that is?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, but you can finish that 56 too if you want.
Psalms chapter 56, verse 4. And God, I will praise His word.
God, I will praise His word.
And God, I have put my trust.
Put your trust in the Most High.
I will, put my trust. In God, I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me.
Right. You ain't got to fear your flesh. You know what I'm saying? You put your trust in the Most High, your flesh is going to be taken care of. You ain't got to fear your flesh, or you ain't got to fear somebody else's flesh for what they want to do to harm your flesh. Mm-hmm. Or the harm that you can cause to your own flesh. Right. You ain't got to fear those things, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some people, you asking for stuff that the Lord knows you can't handle. Like scripture, like the Lord don't put you through things that you can't handle. Right. And being rich, for some of y'all, you wouldn't be able to handle it. Mm-hmm. You'll be OD. You'll be OD, or you're going to be broke. You're going to be there went broke in a couple of weeks and spent everything. Mm-hmm. And have nothing to show for it. There's people out there that's like that, praying to be rich though. They got him? What about?
Yeah, I got 2 precepts for you.
Go ahead.
I believe this is the first one that you want. Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Sure, man. That's absolutely right. That's what I'm looking for. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is trying to see if you can be faithful over the small things that He's giving you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know what I'm saying? You got the small things. You be faithful over your household. So He gave you, manage your household, get your household in order. Then you can have a small city. Maybe a small country one day. Right. You want to be even in a good auntie, you know what I mean? A good niece, a good daughter. Try to be those things, and then maybe the Lord can say, okay, you righteous over this, now I can give you something of your own. I can give you a family to look after, a husband and children of your own that you are responsible for.
There's a little more.
Go ahead.
And then I got a second precept. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Read it from the top again.
Come. Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. His Lord said unto him, well done.
That's what you want the Lord to say to you. Well done. You know what I'm saying? Well done. You did great work, son. You know what I'm saying? Sister, you did great work. You was an excellent sister, an excellent, you know what I'm saying, auntie, an excellent daughter. Well done. Now you can have this amazing husband that you want and these amazing children. Because now I know you'll be a great mother because you were so good of a sister.
Right.
Now I know you will be a great husband because you were so good of a brother, so good of an uncle, so good of a friend. Okay? Go ahead.
Thou good and faithful servant.
Thou good and faithful servant. Good and faithful. You know what I'm saying? You kept faith. You might not be able to see what the Lord had for you, but you have faith in it. That's why you were such a good brother. That's why you were such a good trooper. That's what I'm saying. The best troopers make the best generals. The best sisters make the best wives. The best brothers, you know what I'm saying, be the best brothers, the best uncles. You know, going to be the best, you know what I'm saying, them brothers are going to make the best fathers. The best leaders, you know what I'm saying? How do you follow properly? Do you follow orders and do the thing that you're supposed to do? So then if you can follow properly, then I know you can lead properly.
Right.
All right? Keep going.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right. You was faithful over a few things. You was faithful over your small offices. You was faithful over, you know what I'm saying, your little, your task that brothers had you do with a sister and the truth. You was faithful over the small things that you had, which can be just your own life, managing yourself. That small time. Be good to you. Take care of you first. Can you do that? Because if you take care of yourself properly, maybe you can take care of somebody else properly. All right?
To the joy of thy Lord.
And what he wants you to become.
Right.
Whether he has amazing things and you step into.
Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Yeah, where your treasures are. What you put your money into. Where you put the thing, you know, what you put your stock into. That's where your heart is. The things that you put your money into. That was one thing that you always know about this truth. If brothers and sisters ain't paying tithes, you know their heart really ain't in this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got brothers talking about, well, tithe ain't, it's canned good. Canned good. Okay, have you said canned goods then? Did you donate some food? Some food stamps?
Right.
You ain't did that either, so what are you talking about here?
Right.
Your heart ain't in this, man. You couldn't send $1. You ain't sent $1. You ain't had $1 all week. $5, $10, nothing. Yeah, your heart ain't in this, man. I'm sure you gave McDonald's $5 or Burger King for that 2 for $5. You know what I'm saying? I know you did that, but you couldn't send $1 into the school. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't where your heart is.
Right.
Your heart ain't here.
That was enough, man.
You know what I'm saying? Your heart ain't in this truth, man. If your heart was here, you would be putting everything you got into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end it with this. Grab 2 Peter 1:10 and Revelation 3:16, and we'll finish on that. Don't be scared, man. Don't be on the fence. You know what I'm saying? You have to be sure about the life that you want to lead. Okay? Because if you got people that's following you and looking at you, if you confused and don't know which way to go, the people who's following you ain't gonna know which way to go.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be confused. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Be what?
Give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Be sure. Make your calling and election sure. Be diligent in making your calling and be sure about this truth. Be sure about what you want to do. Don't be able to be swayed because somebody tell you see a post, oh, don't take the vaccine. You know, Muhammad said, you can't take the vaccine. You got to take the vaccine. No, he working with them people. He working with them people. Like, no, you working with them people by telling people not to take the vaccine.
That's right.
The government don't want nobody to have it. Rich people trying to pay double and triple to skip the line so they can get it because the supply is limited. Y'all worry about not taking the vaccine. The vaccine, you ain't going to be able to get it if you wanted it.
Right.
You working with them people by being a fearmonger, teaching people not to take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you want it, you ain't going to be able to get it. Keep going. No, that's it on that. Make your election short.
Keep going. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail.
If you what?
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
You shall never fall. You shall never fall. That's a great thing to know. That you're never going to fall. Think about all the falls you done took in the streets and in the world. Right. All the setbacks and all of those things. You should never fall if you are diligent in making your election sure. You know what I'm saying? If you're not sure about something, that's why we have amazing counselors. Call and get counsel.
Right.
If you ever catch yourself being unsure, that's not you know what I'm saying, the Lord. Keep going.
And neither cold nor hot.
Neither cold nor hot. Because it's better to be cold than lukewarm. It's better to be, you know what I'm saying, in or out. Can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because that's when you start embarrassing the school. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start turning people away because they think you in the school and you acting like you in the world. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not sure about your elections. You ain't making your election sure. You lukewarm. Keep going.
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
The Lord will get rid of you, man. Spew you out. You know what that is. You ever drunk something and it was, you know what I'm saying, nasty, you spit it out. You got rid of it.
Right.
It's you over with. It have no value to the body no more.
Right.
All right? You will be spewed out, man. If you don't make your election, if you're too much of a coward.
Right.
To do what the Lord wants you to do. But you wasn't a coward to do what Satan wanted you to do, though. You did that with no problem. Following Satan and what, what the oppressor wanted you to do. So, with that, man, that's going to be the class, man. I want you guys to pay your tithes. We have Passover coming up. April 24th, man. Passover is going to be in Houston, Texas. Check out I.S.U.P.K.com. You can get all the information you need. It's going to be absolutely glorious, man. You're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it, man. It's going to be absolutely glorious Passover, Houston, Texas. Man, I can't wait. Any more announcements? I think that's the only one.
Yeah, we'll get into
that. Yeah. All right, so with that, man, pay your tithe, ISUPK.com. If you want to donate to the school, if you want to donate directly to Minnesota, we got a Cash App. You can Cash App us at $UPK Minnesota. All right? And Cash App us if you want to donate directly to Minnesota. Like I said, ISUPK.com and donate to the school, man, and support this troop. All right? But then I'm going to say Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, thoughts all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Allah, Shem, Yahweh, Shat.
We are the I.S.U.P.K, starting out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 verse 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department and teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
It's going to be up Purim, February 25th through the 26th, all right?
If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. It means your boots, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And with that, Men Israel and Madium.
Turn to face to east. GEN.YAHANNA down.
GEN.YAHANNA.
Which means face to turn to east. All right.
Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Sumkash. Yahweh. Malakwatkash. Taba'ah. Raptazakash. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Natan Lanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawak now. Kasalak now. Kabawak now. Wala'ah. Tabiyat. Salaki. Tabiyana. Tabiyana. Salaki. Banasawan. A ball. Hawashinawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala. Wahata Power. Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen.
Pray to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Barak Lanawa. Wayah Shalom. Wabayat Saparim. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan. Hagan. At this time, you can say the name of a loved one once. Everybody repeats the name once.
Okay, if you're on Facebook and YouTube, and you have a person that you want to send up a prayer for, go ahead and type their name in right now. We'll get that name up and send that prayer for you. Just type the name in on Facebook.
Lanai.
China. Zion. Kalani. Zarabia. Araya. Kyla. All of Israel. Dinar. Janie.
Anybody else?
Ba'ashim Yahushai. Tuwada Aman.
Bless Israel in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless
us in Israel.
In the school.
Bless Hill Shield Protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. I.S.U.P.K. power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. All things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The priests. Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose. The treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. As a space program.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines,
Wall Street. Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
And to stop
that seek to stop us.
Bring swift destruction. Broadcasting your word.
Shot. The Yahusha.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come
down with flying saucers.
Come down with flying saucers.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
And it is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Causing to shake at thy coming.
Causing to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Salaki, here's another 9.
No, one of the brother I had, he had a. I like this scripture of the brother.
Okay.
Kaya. And grab Psalms. No, you ain't gotta grab it. Here, just read this real quick.
Okay.
This was a good one. I had missed it from the brother. It was a precept. I just seen it right now. For 24.
Okay.
For fear. It was a good one. At the bottom right there.
Okay. You seen what chapter? Psalms 31, Psalms 31, verse 24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart.
Right. So if you're scared, the Lord will give you heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was a good
a
one.
little bit more.
All right.
Okay. All ye that hope in the Lord.
All you that hope in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So if you're scared, the Lord will give you heart. You know why I said if your heart pumping Kool-Aid? You know what I'm saying? The Lord will strengthen your heart, man. The Lord will strengthen your heart if you got fear. So just trust in the Most High and let's get it.
Damn right. With that, Sar, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shemi outside Rock Thumb, Yazmatah, courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shemi outside, Yazmatah, dismissed.